questions?
Joe, what was different tonight and Thursday? What did you guys do differently? Have a different effect?
We had two 25-point quarters. They shot 17 less threes, and we were able to guard the three-point line a little bit better. Levine only took 5 3-point attempts instead of his usual 11, and so just thought we had a real intentionality defensively about the tendencies and the game plan execution.
It seemed like you guys had a emphasis on scoring the paint. You guys took 45 threes, but you guys scored 60 points being season high in the paint. What was the effect? What did you guys do?
I think that came. I'd like to see what we scored in transition, and I think it was just KP's ability to get some deep paint catches, some of our offensive rebounds from our bigs, but also I thought we did a great job just attacking closeouts, making the right play at the rim.
Obviously, one of Jayson's best games of the season. Some of it is just hot shooting, but overall, what do you think about his approach, and what do you think is kind of replicable there?
Yeah, I think anytime you see a guy play like that, you're just kind of fascinated by it. But I thought he did it within the flow of the game. I don't think he went outside of what we normally do, and that's a testament to him. But just his shot making, his decision making, and then his ability to rebound, it was just great. So I thought he kind of controlled the entire game with his poise and decision making, and took what the defense gave him. Again, I say this about him all the time because he's been doing great things for such a long time. I still think he gets taken for granted. I still think his greatness gets taken for granted because he's done it for a long time, and it comes relatively easy to him. And we're in Boston, which is the expectation, but it was big time. It was a big time performance by him.
You told me on the floor that there are moments when you do challenge him to really assert himself and take over. How do you?
I said that?
Yeah. Well, Jayson told me.
Oh, Jayson said that. Okay, I got you. Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah.
How do you pick and choose those moments, or is there something that you're seeing, or is it like you can feel it in him?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think sometimes, he's really coachable, and he wants to play the right way, and he wants to do the right thing, and he's constantly, fighting that balance of just wanting to do what we ask of him. But at the same, sometimes you have to tell him to be himself, and he does a really good job of balancing that. But there's nights where I can tell that he's in a different groove, and you just gotta kind of work to give it to him. And I thought it was one of those nights, and he took advantage of it. So you just kind of pick and choose your spots.
I know you're not into the numbers. He was 1 assist short of a triple-double before you put him back in. Was that was he like lobbying? Did you just put him in because that was his time? Like, was there any discussion in terms of him getting 1 assist?
No, he would not lobby for that.
He would not?
No, he would not. No. There's been a few times where I've actually not been paying attention, and I didn't put him back in, and then afterwards I had to apologize to him because I feel like sometimes because of what our guys do for each other, you should reward that, and I've actually missed a couple opportunities. I felt bad about it, so he wouldn't lobby for that at all.
Along those lines, and in the balance, Jayson plays such winning basketball. Do you feel like his greatness gets overlooked when it comes to the MVP conversation?
Yeah, no question. 100% it does. Again, because I think he's been doing it for such a long time, and he's on a really good team, and I think that hurts him sometimes. But just his ability to do what he does on a great team, I think, says more about who he is as a player. But yes, for sure.
Joe, you mentioned the expectation in Boston is this level of greatness, especially out of him. But I think I heard that this was the first 40-point triple-double since Larry Bird.
First 40-point triple-double since Larry Bird. First time.
Since Larry Bird.
Since Larry Bird.
Yeah. First with 40, 15, and 10.
Yeah, Larry never had 15 rebounds.
What kind of significance does that carry for the franchise?
Listen, I don't know if it carries a significant for the franchise. It says more about how these guys are able to carry on the Celtic tradition and take on the greatness and take on the expectation of what you're supposed to do night in and night out. You saw that last year. You've seen that from Jalen, and now you've seen that from really both of them. And so I don't think you can't simulate what it's like playing in Boston because of all the greats that have come before you, and that's what makes this team and this organization the best. And when you see guys go after that greatness all the time, it deserves that type of recognition, and they always do that, and it's hard, but they do it a lot. And so I'm grateful to coach Jayson. I'm grateful to coach the guys that go after greatness.
This team hasn't dropped consecutive games yet this season, and usually in the bounce back, it's been by 20 plus points. What does that say about this group?
Yeah, I mean, you just never get too high, too low. You know, at the end of the day, it's a long season. As long as we're focused on the right things, playing winning basketball. You know, I thought last loss was more process. You know, for the most part, it was process oriented. Tonight we fixed some of the details to that process, and you just got to continue to do that regardless. I thought we played the right way on the offensive end. I thought we did most of what we wanted to do defensively. I thought there were pockets of the game where we didn't play well, but tonight I thought we were consistent in that through 48. Thanks.